And joining me now is David Hawkings. He's the editor of the Fulcrum here in Washington, D.C. And David, the first two open public impeachment hearings are in the books. What are your big takeaways from the Wednesday and Friday hearings?
So I think my big takeaway is that the more you hear the Republicans coming to defend President Trump's behavior, the more you realize that the way they're defending him is really quite different than the way the president's defending himself. Remember that the president has said time and time and time again that the famous July 25th phone call was a perfect phone call.
Perfect.
He said it dozens of times. I'm not sure you've heard one Republican in that Intelligence Committee room calling it a perfect phone call. And then when the president today live tweeted his rather dismissive, derisive discussion of Ambassador Yovanovitch, none of the Republicans came to his defense. None of his Republicans defenders, the folks that are up there all saying that they want to defend the president, none of them endorsed his approach. And in fact, the number 3 Republican in the House, Liz Cheney, said he shouldn't have done that. Elise Stefanik, the only Republican woman on the committee, said she didn't agree with this. So if the Republicans are, it seems like they have a much more of a fallback defense shaping up here.
Did anything you heard either Wednesday or Friday, do you think it changed anything? Did it alter the future of this investigation, of this inquiry?
So I guess we'll see whether this this moment where Adam Schiff, the chairman of the Intelligence Committee, said that he thought that the president had just live tweeted and a witness intimidation, and he sort of signaled that witness intimidation might now become an additional pursuit of the impeachment inquiry. You know, in the end, what's going to happen after Thanksgiving is the Intelligence Committee is going to turn this over to the Judiciary Committee, and they are going to decide what so-called articles of impeachment, what different charges to bring. We're hearing the Democrats talk about bribery, or a word very similar to bribery, as the central charge. Will they advance witness intimidation as an additional charge, and will what we heard on Friday from the president's own mouth be part of that?
And David, another big week. We'll have you back to talk about that one. 3 days of hearings next week. Thank you so much for joining us. For more stories like these, you can check out the Fulcrum at thefulcrum.us.